Hi, this is Stephen Childs, author of the World Fairness Agreement. We need to make it happen. We need to have the transition day so that people don't need to be unfair anymore. We have to be unfair in our jobs sometimes, and just to survive in the world as it is. So we need to get the thing happening, the agreement for the World Fairness Agreement, and that's transition day when we set up what is the day that it's going to be transition day, and from now on all of the laws and procedures that require people to be unfair in any way will be stopped by the people that are required to do them. You just make a complaint, this is requiring me to be unfair. We need to fix it right away. I'll help you fix it with what I know. We're all working together to fix it so that everything's fair from now on. We need to do it right today, but it's going to take maybe a few days to get my document sent to everybody on the planet. Like, do it now, because people are dying. Just before I started to make this video, I heard a message from my guide that the Savior is gone now. The Savior has been the problem because they're telling me that I'm the chosen one. The people, the beings that set up Christianity in the first place, they had a chosen one that was going to represent the way the world they want. And he was a teacher. His name was apparently Jesus. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. It might be mythological, but the idea is that Christ means the chosen one. Christos, it's a Greek word, and that's what it means. So they're telling me that it's me. It's their game. It's not my game. They're bigger than us. And you see their will by the events that happen in the world. We're learning from the school of hard knocks what we shouldn't do. Like, we shouldn't cause global warming with CO2 and greenhouse gases. That's an example. I knew the disaster was on the way. I don't know, it was probably in the 80s, somewhere in the 80s, late 80s, that I had this dream. It's too late, and the catastrophes have started to happen from global warming, from overpopulation, without having a way to have this many humans and still have a way that's not harmful to the environment. So we're going to learn the hard way. The flooding from the hurricane, my mind's starting to get tired. My brain gets tired and I start forgetting words and such. That's just the way it is. So the Savior's gone because he's the one that's taking credit for being the Christ, and people are giving him the support, and he's betraying me. So actually, to me, he's like Judas. He's not the Savior, he's more like Judas. And that's who the people are supporting. But that's changing. I hear people every day now saying that they're with me. These issues come up in our daily lives, that the root of the issue is the conflict between Judas and Jesus in this mythology. So people are telling me they're with me. So the power that's above me is Adi Shakti, the Divine Mother. It's always been that way, that when I started learning about the Hindu religion, and it's got the male god and the female god, I was asking somebody, what is this word that Krishna Das is singing in this chant to Ram? Ram, 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 Lord Ram. And then he says, Sita Ram. And I said, what is that word? And she told me it's Sita. He's saying Sita. And I got overwhelming grace and compassion and love from somewhere. So it's always been that way. So the high voice, the voice of the highest vibration, the highest energy, the one that I listen to the closest, is the Divine Mother, Adi Shakti, and it's the energy that's before this creation, and it'll still be here after this creation. It's the energy that the gods used to create with. So we can argue or ask for info on this. Did it have a mind in the first place? No, it did not. My spirit guide tells me every time, no, it didn't. See what you can come up with for what is the actual truth of our experience, of our reality. So, the side of evil, the side that is with unfairness, same thing, wants me to shut up. They don't want me making this video. They don't want my website to be online. I dream that they're sabotaging it. I dream that money has been donated and is not making its way to me. I don't know the truth of this. See, the actual truth is what the all-powerful really is. The all-powerful God is the actual truth that we learn from science. Science is teaching us more actual truth about what we are, where we are, and how we're here. There might not be a why, but there's a how. How can this be? We're learning from science. So science is the best tool that the all-powerful God has provided us with, because you look at it like the all-powerful is the all. It's everything. It's all the past. It's all the future. And so it provides us with ourselves. It's like the Hindu story. Did they teach you about what can't be seen, what can't be heard, and what can't be known? And the son's like, no, they didn't teach me about that. And he's trying to get his son to find out what his essence is. It's important to know what our essence is, so that we know what we really are. It's nothing, like Buddha said. So from science, we're learning about 0-point energy. And I've been talking about Adi Shakti, where energy happens from nothing, apparently, just out of the void. Well, Buddhism is called the doctrine of the void. This is incredible that all this is falling into place. So imagine humans like 10,000 years ago or whatever, sitting around the fire or wherever they may be, and they want to know the truth, because it's like, this is just weird that we're here, when they start thinking about it and how all the forms of life are surrounding us, and the animals, some animals eat other animals, and some they're trying to eat us sometimes, and so we're learning how to survive, and it's sometimes it's really amazing that we're here. So we want to know the truth of it. So they start teaching us through dreams and through visions. And they tell us about Adi Shakti, this energy. And when you catch on to this, that they've been communicating, secretly putting information that's based on actual truth, actual scientific discovery that can be verified, you realize that they've been telling us. They've been telling us the truth all along. It's like people want to learn from God, and they want to know what God is. And so God shows up at the door knocking. He wants to come in and tell them the truth. He or she or it. And the person is like reading the Bible or the Quran or the Bhagavad Gita or whatever, or a science book, trying to learn from a science book, say. Some person wants to know what this is all about through religion or through science or whatever. So the guy's at the door. It's God. And the guy answers the door. And he says, "Hi, I'm God. I'm going to tell you what you wanted to know about this question you have. I can tell you the truth about everything right here." And he says, "Excuse me, God, you'll have to leave because I'm trying to find out what God is in this book." That's how stupid this is. So, like Jesus said, the kingdom is within. Have you ever had a book inside you? They don't fit. What is inside you? And I'm not talking about the body, more like the mind. What's inside the mind, other than things you know? What's the foundation of the mind when it's not thinking? It's nothing. So you can feel it. You can feel that everything is actually nothing. So people say that this is an illusion. No, it's nothing. It's not an illusion. It's nothing. So that is the illusion, that it's this. But they don't understand what they're saying. If we can figure out 0-point energy, wow, we'll have the ability to make energy from just anywhere. Just create it, like gods. So I'm really happy to be hearing telepathically that the Savior left. He has given up on trying to be the ruler. And I hear telepathically, Christ won. And it's like, do you know that Christ is me? See, most people, they don't know that yet. I'm having the experience that they're seeing me as that sometimes now. And like I was told earlier, they should be calling me Lord. And it's like a guru that people have given their life to, a guru or a sponsor in AA. And so gurus can be the one that the person gave everything to, and they don't have any effect from that. See, this doesn't do anything for me at all, being the Christ. It does absolutely nothing. It's what will be a success for me when I stop the wars through the document, the World Fairness Agreement. That's what actually saves the planet. Thanks for listening. If you want to know the truth of what I'm saying, ask. Ask something unknown. Ask that you want to know the truth. It's awesome. See what starts happening.